Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you're watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon. Today's subject is Industrial Management and Road Transport Organization, shortly IMRTO, Unit 1, Principles of Management, Part 4. If you want to see the previous video of this subject, please click the I button on the top of the video. It will show the playlist both in both languages, in Tamil and English, and also you can see the another subject playlist also. See all the subjects and subscribe to my channel. Today topic is functions of manager. So what are the functions of manager? The basic functions of a manager are planning, organizing and staffing, directing, coordinating and controlling. These are the basic functions of the manager. So every single decisions should be planned before, and also the plan should be organized and the staffing should be improvised, and the directing of the plan is must be followed to obtain the objective of the objective and increase the achievement of the company. And also without coordinating there is no improvement of the company. So the coordinating between managers and subordinates should be proper. And controlling, the controlling is the main thing for the manager, because without any controlling of the organization, the organization should not be in proper guidance. So with the proper guidance, the organization should be controlled and the process should be controlled as per the planning. In this video, we are going to see about what is planning, what are the plans to be meant by the manager, and what are the procedures they follow for planning the procedure for to improve the organization. And in next video, we will see the one by one in details. First one, planning. Planning, it is a process of thinking before doing. So whatever the process is, they have to think before they doing. It is called planning. It is also defined as process of forecasting the future goals of the company, future goals or objectives of the company, and also what are the situation to be happened in future. So they have to imagine the situation and what are the events going to be done in future. They have to plan before what are the situations and events has to be done, and they have to prepare for that, and also selecting of course of action to be handled them. So if in a very bad situation, they have to handle them before they planned the situation. If it will go wrong, what will we do? If it go good, what will we do? So they planned before means they can handle the situation with the course of actions before they planned. And the planning is the decision making process to decide in advance. So decision making is a spontaneous one, but the planning also said to be called the advanced decision making process. So in advance, we are going to take a decision by asking ourselves some questions before planning. So what are the questions we are going to ask about us, about the objective? So what is to be done? So the organization should know what are we are going to do, and when we are going to do, and how we are going to do, and by whom or who is going to do, and where it going to do. So like these questions they are asked before planning, they will get exact answers for them. So if they have any doubt in this, they will stop the next step and they are doing their planning better and better. After they are getting the every answers for every questions, and then they will get the next step. In planning, the process of planning include the following steps. They are determination of objectives, formulation of policies, formulating the procedure, programming and evolving methods. These 5 steps are used to improve the achievements of the companies. So the company have had future achievements. So for the future achievements, they have to compete one by one objectives or goals regularly. Say they have to compete that by choosing the objectives. So what are the determination have to be made to complete an objective? For example, the company wants to improve their financial by increasing the production and sales. So they have to concentrate on the quantity and quality of the object. So parts they are going to be sold, and what are the need of customer, and they have to achieve the customer satisfaction. So the objective of the company is the customer satisfaction, and the achievement of the company is to reach the people with a good level. So the objectives are done very perfectly, the achievement should be done very well. So for the objectives we have to create some policies. We have to create some policies for our organization by decision making. But in a decision making in any situation, we have to consult with the policies. So if the decision is obeying with our policies, company policies, we will take the decision as well as. But if there is an irrelevant decision is made, it is opposing against the policy, we should drop the decision. So if the decision is more good enough than the policy, we will take the organization will consider the policy. And formulating the procedure. So we have the employee should follow the policies. They have to need some procedure to follow the policies. So we have to step by step procedure for the obeying of policies. And then programming is a scheduling the employee whatever the time they have to be used. And evolving methods is the example of improving the policies and procedures to regain the objectives very quickly. So we will see one by one in details. First one, determination of objectives. So the objectives or goals are the same, or the end result to the achievements. So people at the top management formulate the objectives of the firm as a whole. So based on these objectives of different departments are formulated. These objectives gives direction of activities. The next one is formulation of policies. The policies are generally guidelines for decision making. As I said before, for example, decision about running a day shift or night shift, or giving a OT for the workers, etc. These are the policies made by the organization before they are going to take the decision. So if they are recruiting a employee, they have to set the company policies. So this is our company, we are going to work in a day shift only, or night shift only, or it is a rotational shift. So for a week we have to conduct some OT in a regular basis. The OT is compulsory for this for 1 week. Like that, they have to circulate the policy of the company to the every employees before recruiting. So if the policy is okay for the employee, they should be recruited, and the company should give them a formal procedure to obey the policies, like the sequence of steps to be followed for the completing of activities, and procedure tell how and in what order the work is to be done by the employee. So the procedure is clearly said to the employees to follow what are the procedures, and how it has to be followed, and what are the situations have to be followed in that procedure. So like that. And also the programming, it means the fixing a timetable for each activities. So for example, we are going to take a start the shift at 8:30, and what is the time we are going to be work, and what is the break time, and what is the lunch time, and what are the time going to be shift ended. So next shift, what will be the next shift, and what are the off the routine offs for the employees. So they are should be previously timetabled, and what are the works they have to do, in which time they have to finish their work. So all the things are timetabled and mentioned to in the procedure. The procedure, the step by step procedure should be transferred to the employees, and they should obey the procedure by fixing the programming time. And the evolving methods, it indicates how each steps given in the procedure is performed. So each and every step is evolved and evolved by some methods. For example, they are using TQM and 5S, like that. They will evaluate each and every step of the procedure day by day. So if the procedure is evolved and improved day by day, the procedure method is improved by day method, and it will improve our policy also. If the policy is improved, the objective of the company has finished as we planned before. And if the goal, every goal was finished, every objective is finished, completed successfully before we planned, so the company achievement is going to be greater than we planned. So here each steps is explained in details. The above steps is planning can be explained by an example. Let us assume that the objective of our production department is going to producing 2500 motors in next month. For each month we have to produce 2500 motors. So our objective is producing 2500 motors per month, and our company policy is deciding about the requirement of the employees and make or buy decision about parts. So if the component is valuable while it was buying, so we will buy and sell it to our customers. Or if the components of the motor has to be buy, and we will do the best assembly and give it to our customer. It is the best part, we will do that. Or if the material cost is high while we buying, we will make it by making the employees, by recruiting new employees and trained employees, skilled employees, and with the machineries, and we will make it, means it is less costlier than the buy decision. So we will move to the make decision. So next one, procedure, the evolving the different steps involved in the procedure. So what are the components to be buy or components to be make, and what are the assembly process, and what are the packing process, what are the testing process. These are all the procedures to be evolved. And the programming, it is a fixed schedule for completing the above steps mentioned in the procedure. So we have to complete 2500 motors per month. So we have to divide it for an hour, because for each day we have to work for 8 hours. So in an hour we have to calculate what are the motors to be done. And methods, here each and every step is described in details, and methods such as TQM, 5S are analyzed, and each and every method has to be improved, and improving of every method and procedure, the policy is improved and the objective is going to be complete as quick as possible. So this is the example of 5 main decisions to be made for the planning of an organization. And the advantages of planning, it is reduce uncertainty and mistakes are eliminated, and also it helps to control the organization. Planning to reduce the wastage of manpower, machine hours and materials. It helps effectively utilized of resources, and it reduces the overall cost of the manufacturing. It helps to avoid bottlenecks in production. Planning helps the delivery of goods to the customer in time, and also it helps to supply goods at lesser cost with good quality. These are the advantages of the planning, has to be made before we take the decision. Friends, we are going to see about organizing and staffing, and also what is organization and what are the steps involved in the organization. These are all seen in the next video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.